What's up everybody, Yogi here. Today I got for you guys Super Impact Wisdom Obito's S rank 20 and under mission. This is a team I'm going to be using to get it done, and I'm going to go over, what their roles are here so you can replace them with whatever you have. But all you need to know for the first map and all the other ones, as a matter of fact, is that they all are immune to jutsu sealing and immobilization completely, so don't try to build your team with characters who have that because, useless. When it comes to the Obito on the first map here, his attack pattern is going to be Danger, which is his jutsu, and then afterwards he's going to have a continuous 3 countdown, which is going to be 3 regular attacks. So if you need to stall against him with 1 unit and leave the other 2 in the corner to keep your HP up, you can easily do that. And whenever he uses his jutsu, he's going to give himself some substitution chance pretty much. And it does go away after 3 turns, so pretty much every time you see him with that danger symbol, that means you can go in for an attack and not have to worry about him dodging whatsoever. So that's what you're going to see me doing here. I'm also just going to make sure I stall up all of my chakra for the next map as well. And that's that for map 1, pretty easy. We are now on to the second map. Pretty much Blazing closed out on me, that's why you see a little weird transition there instead of, showing us moving on to the next map. But pretty much Madara still put up the resistance to the immobilization and jutsu sealing completely. And then he also has a constant chance of substituting your attacks, so there's always a chance you can miss when going for a jutsu or ultimate. Just keep that in mind. And his attack pattern here is definitely different. He will be doing mostly regular attacks at the beginning. Whenever he does his jutsu, he will give himself 2 perfect dodges, which normally isn't that big of a deal. That means 2 attacks can get rid of it. However, if he substitutes out, the way of the attacks instead of actually getting hit, that will let him save his perfect dodges. So what I'm trying to say is if you attack him with 2 of your units at the same time and he substitutes out of the way of both of them, he will still have 2 perfect dodges active. And then as he gets even weaker, he will start doing his jutsu back to back. He'll target whoever's closest to them and then whoever is the farthest from him. And when he does that, he's still going to be stacking perfect dodges. So at that point, he's going to have 4 perfect dodges active. So that's why you want to just keep the pressure on him with attacking with all of your units. That's one of the main reasons I brought Kurasuchi, for that damage reduction for everybody else. Now going over my team real quick, I have Naruto for 300 self-heal. He also has that unique ability on his ultimate that increases the amount of damage you do against enemies that you have the advantage over, so that's very helpful. I brought Tamari because she has attack weakening on her jutsu, but she also has resets, mostly for the attack weakening part. That's why I brought her, but it didn't really prove to be needed. So if you don't have, units that lower attack, it's fine, unless you need to balance it out with the amount of healing you have. Kurasuchi, as I mentioned a little while ago, that I brought her because of her damage reduction. She has it for herself. She also has her field and buddy skill as well. So by having her out here, I'm able to tank against Madara so much better while being able to keep the pressure on him so his perfect dodges don't get out of hand. I have Choji, who's a very, very outdated, bravery unit. Definitely want to bring Station Haruto if you have him instead, but he's still useful. He has a very high crit rate. He has the ability to weaken Wisdom as his buddy skill, so pretty much Kurasuchi's taking like 35% less damage from an attack with him in the back row there. And then we have Hashirama. You 100% want to bring him as your helper. If not him, you're gonna have to probably grab Sage Mode Naruto And you know, if he's not on your friend list, by the way, since Blazing has been updated since then, it's not the same thing that it used to be where you cut off the game, turn it back on, you get new helpers. If you want your helper list to change, you need to just run a mission real quick. So go ahead and, you know, run scrolls or C rank something real quick to change up, you know, your options. But definitely bring Hashirama. He has that I want to say 700, but he has that 900 or so healing. I don't know how much healing he has. He has a lot of healing people, but he's gonna be max duped to be 20 and under anyway. So the healing, insane damage on his ultimate, and he also heals you back when performing that ultimate. So very good unit to bring there. And then you have PC Sakura. She is here because she has a very good amount of HP, but mostly she has slip damage. That's something that's very good for taking down the boss on the last map. And she also has a field and buddy heal. Now when it comes to finishing off map 2 here, I'm going to make sure to finish off with my third row, because for this strategy it works the best if you can get into map 3 with your first row having the first movement. So on to the final map, we have Obito and Madara appearing. I'm going to put up those resistances. Now the thing with them is if they get too close to each other, they can have as much as 50% chance of substituting. So what we're going to do is get rid of Madara first. I use Naruto's ultimate on Madara. I'm going to follow up with Choji, which I got a sick crit on and it almost killed him. And then from this point I can pretty much finish him off with a jutsu from Hashirama. If I did not get that crit, I would still be able to kill this Madara by using Hashirama's ultimate. So nothing to worry about there. And now that Obito is the only one left, he's going to keep using his regular attacks and then, you know, his secret technique. And when he uses his secret technique, it is going to be a full map ultimate. There's no way getting around it. So that's why having Kurasuchi is really good for damage reduction for all your teammates and stuff like that. But pretty much what I'm going to do from here is keep the pressure on him and start inflicting him with slip damage from Sakura. She's going to be taking quite a lot of HP from him because her slip damage is stronger than most other units. It's not about the percentage, you know, I'm talking about potency, if you will. Most slip damage characters deal 2% from the start with their jutsus, but hers, it starts off at 4, maybe even 6%. Another character who is just as potent as her is going to be Skill Sasori. Maybe even the bravery one if you have them 28 and under, you know. So if you want to use someone else instead of her, you can definitely use them. Otherwise, if you use any other character with slip damage, just know that it won't be doing as much. Still be helping you out regardless. Another thing I'm saving up for is Hashirama's ultimate as well, so that I can do an insane amount of damage. Also remember that he heals you for quite a bit too. So, you know, if you want to try to pace yourself slower with the slower slip damage while you have to save back up for Hashirama, that works too. Because keep in mind, I got that crit with Choji, and if you guys don't get a crit or have a unit that's strong enough, you might just have to use Hashirama's ultimate, whereas I had to use Jutsu. I was able to get it back quicker than usual, stuff like that, you know. But either way, hope this guide helped you guys out. Don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe before you go if this did help you out. Peace.